YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to MX5 Track Guide Series. Before we jump straight in, I just want to go over a few little things, primarily my settings in-game. If we just take a look here, the most important one is the clutch. I feel the button clutch. I'm just going to go over the pedals here. Obviously you've got the accelerator or the throttle, the brake, and then you've got the clutch. As you can see here, that's me pushing the pedal clutch. But if you look down here, you can see I've got a secondary clutch set to dev button 8, and when I push that, you can see the clutch is instant. You've got the pedal clutch, and then you've got the button clutch. You can use the pedal clutch for launching the car very nicely with a bit of practice, and you can use the button clutch for shifting gears a little bit quicker. It's one of those questions that always gets asked in my comments, so I thought I'm going to address it. So that's it. Let's jump right into Rock Park Grand Prix Track Guide. As we cross the start-finish line, we shift up into 5th gear, and we're already looking into turn number 1, looking to spot our braking point, which is the number 2 board. We're going to be braking down to 3rd gear for this turn, and the key here is to try and trail brake as much as possible, as deep into the turn as you can. It's not always easy, but that is definitely one of the key points. What you're looking to do here is to try and keep the car as tight as possible as well. The nature of the MX5 is often the shortest distance around the track is often the quickest, and I'd say around the first turn that is probably the case. So you'll see I'm going to clip the curb on the inside on exit as well. This would normally unsettle the car a lot. However, after the recent updates to this car, I believe the car is very stable, very easy to drive. Smash that curb. You will then be drifting out towards the outside of the track, and this will compromise your entry into turn 2. However, that's not a problem, as that is in fact the ideal line. So just drift slightly over to the centre of the track and then dive into turn 2. It's another awkward, strange turn, this one. You're going to want to keep it nice and tight, and you're using your brakes just to control the speed. You're not braking as such, it's just a lot of trail braking. Keeping it nice and tight, and you're aiming for that curb on exit. Line your car up on the left hand side of the track for this right hander upcoming. You're just going to take this flat out. Try not to touch the curb on the inside, as that will unsettle the car too much. You'll lose a bit of time there. Now we're up to 4th, heading into probably the most dreadful combination of corners I've ever experienced. Our braking point is where the track straightens up. As you can see here, the track goes in a straight line. I use the white line on the left hand side of the track as my guide. When that straightens up, that's when I brake, braking hard down to 2nd gear, drifting onto the curb on entry to try and open the first turn as much as possible. As you get close to your turning point, you're going to start to bleed off the brakes and trail brake to get your car rotated, and then it's time to really crank on that wheel and put the power on as soon as you get close to that big red sausage curb on the inside. Then it's a quick flick left and up to 3rd gear, and then a flick right and carry on up the hill. Heading into the second last turn, we're going to shift into 4th gear. As you can see, there's a shadow on the track there. Now if you do have these conditions, I would advise you to use this shadow as your marker for turning. If you don't, it's just going to have to be from practice, from muscle memory, whatever you want to call it. You get that nice little feeling, that's when you turn in. Just lift off the throttle. When you do lift off the throttle, you should notice that your car will pivot a bit. That is going to help you turn in, and that's all you need to do. Nice and easy. You can clip the curb on the inside a little bit here. However, it is ideal if you avoid that. So we're full power now, down the hill, into the flat out last turn. It's very, very simple. All you need to do is turn in nice and smoothly as the car is transitioning from the downhill to the flat part of the track. I would advise you to clip the curb on the inside, as it will add a little bit of extra rotation to your car. Make sure you don't understeer wide on exit, and other than that, you just got to hold on and hope that you've got it right. And then we're heading towards the line, shift up to 5th, and we've got a time of 101.103. Thanks very much for watching. As always, a like, a subscribe, or even a comment down below is greatly appreciated. The Uninterrupted lap is about to play. Catch you guys next time.
1 minute 1.103.